Hola, bienvenidos, bienvenidas a este nuevo video. Esta vez vamos a ver la continuación de el video precedente, donde estábamos viendo la historia de Juanito y Toñito. Pero antes vamos a ver otras palabras, así es de que comenzamos la lección. Let's do some recap from previous lessons. I think you need to review these words that are very important, and we have been using them. But let's just recap, just to clarify, or if you have any confusion or any doubt, we are going to review them. So it's about this L, los, unos. Example, el libro, los libros. El is the book, one book, the books. Los libros. El is masculine. Libro is masculine, single in this one, right? Here is also los is also masculine, but it's plurals. So el, which is for a single book, it get transformed to los. That's in masculine plurals, right? Many books. Okay. Also, we use un libro. Un libro is also single, one book. Instead of saying el libro, we can say un libro. Example, el libro está sobre la mesa. Sobre la mesa. This one, hay un libro sobre la mesa. Okay. El libro está sobre la mesa. In English, this sentence will say the book está on the table or over the table. In this one, it said there is a book, in this case un become like a book. There is, do you remember this word? We saw it also. There is a book on the table. Okay, those is to show you the difference between el y un, both referring to the book. The book is on the table. There is a book on the table. I hope you see the difference. Next, let's see the other one, which is unos libros. Unos libros. O unos niños. This can be anything. Right? Niños, books, apples, naranjas, pelotas, animales, pens, anything, right? In this case, I'm using libros. So, this is masculine, plural, right? So, el is masculine, singular. The same, masculine, but plural, more than one. This one is singular, masculine, and this one is masculine, plural, right? So, here, los libros. We're going to take the same, but the in plural, right? Los libros están sobre la mesa. Okay. Los libros están sobre la mesa. The books are on the table. On or over the table. La mesa. This one. There hay unos libros sobre la mesa. In this case, it's the same word, I, but is this one is plural, right? So here in English, it will change to there are some, unos, some books on the table. There are some books, or you can just say there are books over the table or on the table. So that's that. I hope that you see the difference. Now we're going to see the same, but in feminine, right? La, las, una, unas. Exactly the same, but it's feminine. La silla. La silla is feminine. La silla es pequeña. La silla es pequeña. Or we can, to continue with the table, let's say la manzana está sobre la mesa. La mesa. Okay, another thing to note over here, I'm using the word sobre. Okay, but it can be also replaced by en. Okay, el libro está en la mesa. Imindicem. Okay. La manzana está sobre la mesa o en la mesa. It will mean the same in Spanish. La manzana está sobre la mesa. The apple is on the table. Okay. Next, las. For las, it doesn't change. You just take the S, right? In L here, it change. It doesn't say elos. It's el y los. For her, for feminine, is las. Just add the S. Las manzanas están sobre la mesa. Las manzanas están sobre la mesa. The apples are on the table or over the table. Next, una manzana está sobre la mesa. An apple is on the table. An apple is on the table. Okay. Next, unas manzanas están sobre la mesa. Some apples are on the table. Okay. In this case, let's use the same. Okay, hay una manzana sobre la mesa. Okay. There is an apple on the table. Hay unas manzanas sobre la mesa. There are some apples on the table. Okay. I hope it clarifies some doubt or something that it was not clear about those, because they are kind of confusing. Now it should be clear. Let's see these ones here. Eso, esa, esos, esas. Okay. All of those in English is, okay, let's see. Eso y esa y esa in English is that. That. Esos y esas in English would be those. Okay. So eso no me gusta. When we say eso, we don't define what eso means. It's something that is not clear what it is, right? We just say eso no me gusta. Let's say somebody do something bad to somebody else, and then the other person will say, that you did is, I don't like it. Okay, that what you did to me, that I don't like it. Or in Spanish is eso no me gusta. O eso que hiciste no me gusta. O simply eso no me gusta. That I don't like. Esa es mi casa. Let's use this one. Eso no me gusta. Esa es mi casa. This is clear that is my house, right? Here we said that an action that somebody did, it doesn't please the other one, right? But it can be an object or something that is not defined. Eso está feo o está bonito. Eso es mío. Eso es mío. That is mine. Esa es mi casa. Okay. Eso es mío. Esa es mi casa. Let's follow the same that we did before. Eso y esos. Okay, the same but plural. Esos. Singular, you can say eso es mío. Esos objetos o esos zapatos son míos. Okay. Eso es mío. It doesn't say what it is. It just said that is mine. Here is clear. Eso, those shoes are mine, right? Now with esa es mi casa. Esas flores me gustan. Those flowers, I like those flowers. It will be in English. Esas flores me gustan. Those flowers, I like those flowers. Okay. Okay, so this is this for those. I hope it helped to clarify some doubts that you may have. Now, something that if you go to a country, someplace in Latin America, depending where you go, the country where you go, it may vary. Okay, but in general, as I mentioned previously, we don't in Latin America we don't say vosotros sois Vosotros sois estudiantes, for example. Okay, we don't use vosotros sois. We use ustedes son estudiantes. And everybody understand. Okay, that's the way we speak. Another thing that you will hear is we don't pay attention to the some letters when we speak, like letter V, B, S, Z, Y, J, LJ, and maybe others, but those are the ones that come to my mind. Example, vaso or vaca, right? That's the right spelling. Vaso, vaca. Boca. Let's leave it like this. Okay, the difference that I want to tell you about is this. People doesn't say vaso, okay, or vaca. They will say vaso or vaca, and everybody understand. Okay, this is the right way to spell it, but this is the way people talk. Okay, so just to be aware of that, you will listen people saying talk this way. Un vaso de agua. Deme un vaso de agua. That's the way people talk. But in reality, you know that they are referring to vaso. Okay, vaso. This is the way to write it. And also vaca. They don't say vaca, they say vaca. And everybody understand. Okay? So there's no problem for the words that start with B. There's no problem. We always use B. The problem is with V. Okay? We don't say Victoria, they say Victoria. Okay? Everybody knows that they spell like this, but we don't say it. We just use this B. All right, so that's for that. Now for the S. When we talk, for example, zapato. That's the way to spell it. But people say zapato. Okay? And everybody understand. Everybody knows that they spell zapato, but they don't say zapato, they say zapato. Next one, with the letter Y or Y, this one. Example, yo-yo. Yo-yo, let's see, yo-yo is easy, everybody talk the same, there is no issue there. Let's see, caballo, gallo, yegua, llegar. Okay, sometimes it's difficult when spelling to remember which word start with what letter, because there is no difference in the sound. like yegua. Yegua is the female of the horse. We say yegua, and that's the way spell it, and that's the way we say it. But people may write it yegua, and it sounds the same. Yegua, yegua. Okay. Normally, this one it should say it sounds ld. Okay, like gallo. People say gallo. Okay, that's the way we talk. But normally, this letter it should sound gallo. Okay, or caballo. Caballo is horse. This one it should be pronounced caballo. Okay, but we say caballo. That's it. We don't say caballo. Okay, so that's that. I think that's it that I have for this part. And let me remind you that if you didn't subscribe yet, you can do it now. So, do you remember in the previous video we were practicing the writing a story from Juanito y Toñito, right? The idea is to practice what we saw so far, what we have seen so far, and that story cover a lot of what we have seen. So if you are new in this video, you should go watch the previous video to understand the story. So we're going to recap in this one. We're going to continue practicing and for that we're going to write the story phrase by phrase, sentence by sentence. So in this part, we're going to continue with this. Try to write and then after I give you a moment, or you can pause the video and see if you write it correctly. La casa de Juanito es de color amarillo, coma. La casa de Juanito es de color amarillo. La casa de Juanito es de color amarillo, coma. El techo de la casa es de color rojo, coma. El techo de la casa es de color rojo. El techo de la casa es de color rojo, coma. Las dos ventanas son grandes. Las dos ventanas son grandes. Las dos, this is two, number two, dos ventanas son grandes, coma. Afuera de la casa hay muchas flores y animales, coma. Afuera de la casa hay muchas flores y animales. Afuera de la casa hay muchas flores y animales, coma. Adentro de la casa hay un televisor, coma, una mesa y 4 sillas verdes, coma. Adentro de la casa hay un televisor, una mesa y 4 sillas verdes. Adentro de la casa hay un televisor, una mesa y 4 is 4, number 4. 4 sillas verdes, coma. Cerca de las flores hay una gallina, coma, un gallo y un pollo, coma. Cerca de las flores hay una gallina, un gallo y un pollo, coma. Cerca de las flores hay una gallina, coma, un gallo y un pollo, coma. Más allá hay un perro y un gato. Más allá hay un perro y un gato. Más allá hay un perro y un gato. Punto. Okay, that's for the practice. In the next video, we're going to continue the same story. Okay, so now let's see if we have something new here that we don't know. La casa de Juanito es de color amarillo. Nothing new there. We know this vocabulary, everything. El techo de la casa es de color rojo. Nothing new there also. We know all those words. Las dos ventanas son grandes. Okay, the only new word over here is dos, which means two, number 2. Afuera de la casa hay muchas flores y animales. Afuera, we saw it already, that is outside of the house. There are, hay, muchas flores y animales. Adentro de la casa hay un televisor. Adentro, we saw it already, is inside. Hay un televisor, television set, una mesa, we know it, y 4 is number 4. Sillas, we know it, verdes. Okay, what is verde? Las sillas. Las sillas son verdes. Cerca, near, we saw it, this one too, de las flores hay una gallina. We saw this, there's a hen, un gallo, a cock, y un pollo, a chicken. Más allá, over there, or furthermore, or further, there is a dog and a cat. Further, there is a dog and a cat. So that will be all for this lesson, and remember to subscribe and share